Welcome back to the show of all shows, the best of the best, the coolest in the world. Jake is scrolling through the past ones that we've done. You enjoyed them. You loved them. Maybe you missed them. Need to go back and watch them. Flags you would have your sons marry. Hottest flags.
But today,
Company collabs. So these are companies that paired up, said, hey, why don't you and I
how
do stuff
sick
together?
would it be if we did that hat together?
My favorite company collab is when
Disney.
Reveal.
Disney and Burger King got together and made cups. I still use them to this day. All right.
Okay.
So
I can tell you what the companies
I'm-
are if
I'm-
needed.
yeah, I mean, it's just a lot to take in at once.
We already have our one.
What's the other company there? What are the two companies?
Panera and a bathing suit company that we'd never heard of.
And they
But,
just made a bathing suit called Soup?
yeah.
They made a bathing soup.
I do like that. I didn't know that existed. Bathing Soup's been an inside joke for us in a while. Dunkin' Donuts and Spike Ball collabed?
Yep.
Wow. Would have liked to know
All right.
that. Would have liked to know that earlier.
All right. Oscar Mayer and Bologna collabing is awesome.
Well, what is this? Is this
That's-
Oscar Mayer in a face mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's
looked like
disgusting.
bologna. But because it's so disgusting, it's funny. Like, they knew that this
Well,
was...
what are we ranking?
This...
Best?
Yeah, our favorite. Like, for me, either Oscar Mayer or the face mask company. I don't know who had the idea, but they're like, what's the most jarring company we could?
Right. They went extreme.
The worst thing you'd want to put on your face, or the worst thing you'd want to use bologna for. I don't know who reached out to who, but the fact that when they got in touch, the other side was so down, and they're like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I like it. So
Or it could have been like a lot of peer pressure. Like Oscar Mayer found a young face mask company. And it's like the only way we're going to save you, your company's gone.
that's awesome too.
That's bullying, though.
But if you're getting bullied by bologna, you deserve to be bullied, you know? And every
My
now
whole-
and then people
my
come
whole
out stronger.
childhood.
Um,
Of everything I'm seeing, this one's making me sad.
Slack.
Those are Slack shoes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's the Slack logo.
Okay. Well, we have a bottom row starting.
You want me to do it?
Yeah,
Yes,
let
obviously.
Maddie do it.
Don't-
We can't move the mouse and think.
You're
And then
the god of this game.
And can you put bologna just to get it off the screen? Just up top. It could be second row. Could
I
be
like
top row.
right where it pasted.
All right. Okay. Now, there's too many shoes.
Yeah,
lot of
sorry.
shoes.
That's the most common.
Yo, sorry, I just like my kicks.
Okay.
KFC in the bucket hat is. I'm too close to the situation.
Okay. Talk about that.
Well, like all of the cricket leagues
Right.
is sponsored by KFC, and all of the fans wear KFC bucket hats as hats.
It's
But this
brilliant
is-
marketing.
So it's like been in my life for a while.
Dual purpose.
It's brilliant marketing.
Yeah, like because they have the
it's
bucket of
KFC
chicken,
bucket hat.
Yeah,
There's thought process here. I can put it next to bologna for now, but I can't touch the screen.
yeah. I would put it second row. I don't think that's a first row because it's too obvious.
It's on the nose. It's good. We're happy for them.
Now the DHL, and is that just a shirt?
Yeah, it's like design. It's expensive. Like that shirt's $3,000.
So that's my last. Then it might move, but that's I can't have that.
It's a
happen.
bottom row.
You're DHL, and you're an expensive shirt company. So
I mean, I'd still rather have that shirt than the Slack shoes.
oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd rather
This
Slack.
is
Those look
overlap.
comfy, and I like Slack.
I do, but if you're repping Slack shoes,
We should
Using
get
it.
those and give them to the Slacker of the month.
because like the Priority Mail shoes, those are kind of a vibe. Like Lou rolls up in those.
That's too much.
That's pimp.
But I now want to give the Slack shoes to the Slacker of the month.
Who's your favorite shoes? The Ben & Jerry's are kind of cool, but they're a little too on the nose.
They're too hipster.
I'm out on Crocs just because I feel like if I make that move, it's
Have
over
you
for me.
seen? Well, have you seen the move Canobio and Ronnie with their stylish Crocs?
Right, but those are like, are those Crocs? No.
Those
Crocs
aren't
are
Crocs?
their own. No.
No. If you ask Canobio, he'd be offended.
Yeah.
I think I said on stream he's wearing Crocs.
He's offended.
Oh, well, that company is.
Yes.
Hey, what's the ugly
can't-
shoe next to the Crocs?
This is Adidas and Simpsons collab to make Ned Flanders shoes.
I mean, that's for a specific audience.
I like that more than I thought you were going to say. Crocs are bottom row for me. What are
Well,
they collabed
What are they
with?
collabed with?
Grateful Dead.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, I
dude.
could make these bigger if that's
Wait,
easier.
hold on, Jake. I mean,
Well,
like
so
your dad's a Grateful Dead fan, and your dad
which
would,
dad?
and your dad would enjoy comfortable footwear, which Crocs are the most comfortable footwear. And your dad would. You should buy those for your dad.
So the problem is those shoes and the Ben & Jerry shoes are the same argument. For their demo, they actually hit it perfectly.
Yes, but I would rather see your dad in those Grateful Dead
Don't
Crocs
talk about what you're
than
see my
in
dad
those
wearing.
Nikes.
Right, but those are different audiences.
Those Nikes
Like,
are for
there's-
like Katie's dad.
There's some
He would if they're at the same concert.
There's some Vermont guys that have those Nike Ben & Jerry shoes, and it's their prized possession.
How many of the Ben and Jerry Nike shoes were made? That completely alters my opinion on where I rank them.
Many Ben & Jerry shoes were made.
Nike, get that in there.
$1,600.
That says $100.
Well, I'm gonna guess they didn't make a lot, so they're very, very exclusive, and then I like it.
Shoe is limited. Only receiving 25.
That's
Some
some stores.
stores,
That's
yeah,
Maddie.
yeah, I
too
know,
many
I
for
know,
me.
I know.
Oh, those are the soles. That's kind of cool.
I don't know. I mean,
You don't
it's
wanna know.
somewhat limited.
You don't want to know how many of the Crocs are made?
Yeah, do
Quantity doesn't affect you on the
The, do
Crocs?
the Crocs too. You want me to type it in?
I mean,
Oh, well, the different answers though. I want the Crocs to be the most amount ever. I want every old deadhead
can I say something?
getting those Crocs. I want old guys at concerts toe tapping each other with their Grateful Dead Crocs, talking about how comfortable they are. Restock. Yes. Yes.
So that means they didn't have a lot of quantity.
They're only $59.
I think we've found our two median things. I think we can put your Grateful Dead shoes, but I think this is our current middle. Kinda, yeah. And then you could start row 3 if you want. It feels a little,
For now. Here.
I mean, to have the baloney. We got to be careful with that.
That's so good though.
We could lose all credit if we misplace the baloney.
No, but people got to hear
It's
the
a goof.
reasoning.
It's a
It's
spoof.
a great goof. What's the Crayola? It's lipstick and Crayola?
Yeah, some lipstick brand with Crayola.
It makes a lot of. It's almost like the bucket hat for me.
I like it.
Like I like it. It just it put it by the KFC bucket hat. It's just yes, natural. You know, it's almost like in the sun rises in the morning. Like lipstick and crayon should go together.
Can we put soup on the top row already?
Mm-hmm.
Stop half-assing it over there, Maddie.
What's the butt?
Mayo and Juicy Couture.
Oh, bottom row that. Please bottom row that. That's gross. When you say mayo and Juicy Couture, it's
But isn't that kind of the baloney situation? Like,
no-
if they have their wits about them, that's very similar.
no, because you end up with me saying something I don't want to say.
Okay.
Okay. You want to mute my mic?
I don't want to mute your mic.
Da 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 da. Yeah. No, it's okay. To mute Jake's too.
What's the bottom blue tray of food?
Oh, let me enlarge this. You know Warby Parker? They collabed with Arby's to make Warbies.
Warby Parker.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that the name of the glasses?
Early return. I like this because this is kind of lazy.
Monocle?
Like, these two companies got together and were like, similar names here, fellas. I know
Little
we shouldn't
too-
overlap
little-
at all.
Little too lazy for me, and
We
and a little bit like Warby. I think differently of Warby Parker now.
And you should.
Yeah,
Like, that's such a win for Arby's.
such a win for
Yeah.
Arby's, and Warby Parker kind of took a bath. And
Can I say this, though?
Like you see those two dating, and you're like, oh.
I think
I'm not into that one.
Arby's, people that eat at Arby's usually don't care about their eyes. But
Oh, I don't know. I just, they might need glasses a lot.
Warby Parker just won all the Arby's fans. Anyone that likes Arby's is looking for an ally. They just got their eye company.
But
no questions asked.
Usually that's good if you're not going to lose people. Like if you're going to gain a niche following, like all the Arby's fans, but I'm now lost.
But this is what you're missing. The people that shop at Warby Parker, they don't have Arby's on their radar. They don't know this collab happens.
But as soon as I saw this, I said I'm out on Warby Parker.
Right, but you're the first Warby Parker fan to find out.
I don't know. Well, more are going to. I just think it's like a little lazy. Like
But it's perfectly lazy.
If Arby's
Perfectly
asked Warby
lazy.
Parker this, they would have said no. But Warby Parker asked Arby's, and they were like, yes, 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 yes.
Warby Parker was nervous this could sink their company, and they still went through with it.
When did this happen?
Matt?
Because my sister is out on Warby Parker, and we were a big Warby Parker fan. And, oh, okay, that was pretty big. That was when they were still rising.
2018 April Fool's Day. I'm out.
Oh, it was
Commit or
an
don't.
April Fool's Day?
Commit or don't. Bottom row.
That's like watch me date
Bottom
this ugly
row.
dude as a gag. Don't
Bottom
treat
row.
Arby's that way.
Bottom row.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Last. I'd rather have the slack sheet.
Well, was mayo an April Fool's joke?
Maddie, don't make it that small.
And was bologna an April Fool's joke?
I don't know.
Oh, now you're getting defensive, Maddie.
Why are you defending here?
No, because I'm kind of upset that I got fooled. I put this list together. I'm not going to Google any more of these.
I'll Google it.
Jimmy's going to
I got a phone. Oscar. My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-E-Y-E-R.
Where are we at with Dunkin' and Spike Ball? Because they're two brands I like a lot. There's not enough correlation there for me. Like, it's kind of a no correlation without representation situation. Like, okay, so
First on the third row for me.
Am I going to go to the beach, get Dunkin' in my Spike Ball set? I might be doing that anyways. So does that make it good marketing? I don't know.
At my beach town, Dunkin's pretty popular.
It's true. I've seen Coach Cal there reveal.
So this wasn't a gag. I mean, it's a gross matchup for sure, but it's not an April Fool's Day only. People are saying they actually work well.
I mean, that's...
You're looking up mayo?
No. Oscar Mayer
he's scared
and the face
to look
mask.
up the mayo.
No, I'll look it up. But I'm happy. They actually did it.
You're happy that they're pushing it as like a good thing?
Yeah. This was a fake. Oscar Mayer and Warbur's was a one-day joke. They didn't actually go in. Oscar Mayer and this face mask company were like, no, let's actually do it. And that's not even make a shitty product. Let's make people want it. It's like green ketchup, but green ketchup failed. Bologna sheet mask, and it's the real deal.
Yeah, I'm not super into that.
Well, then you don't like it either way. You don't like it when they go in or when they half-ass it.
No, I kind of have been out on it from the start. It's kind of gross.
But that's you buy it at Spencer's.
No, they're pushing it as a real healthcare product. That's a problem.
Well, it works. It's good.
Because you read one article saying it works, it's good? Come on, man, wake up.
It's not actually
You
bologna.
go home, Katie's got her face covered in bologna?
That's funny.
That's a panic. But they're saying it's not funny.
No, they're saying
it's
it's
real.
not only is it funny, it works. Like, don't make a gag product. Make it be weird but still good. The Smooth Lovers collection, inspired by both brands, is the Mayo and Juicy Couture plush velvet tracksuit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really in on that either.
Me neither.
But it's not April Fool's, which is good for me.
It's not April Fool's because they did make a fool out of Maddie. The set, ranging in sizes extra small to extra large, will be available exclusively on the online store made for the collaboration, Mayo Couture. $150.
Now Reese's Puffs and Travis Scott is tricky because Reese's Puffs.
Well, how does he evolve there?
It says Travis Scott's Reese's Puffs. The product didn't change. They just put his face.
Just a name on there.
Oh. I think
Can make it big. Like, what's the back of the box look like? That helps. Whoa.
I'm just going to delete it. That doesn't count.
That's somewhat fair. I mean, the product didn't
It's just
change.
a licensing of a name, not an actual product merger.
There was no change to the product.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
God, Maddie's crying so much.
This is a spam jacket.
That was fair. Yeah, spam and like a designer jacket company.
Now, Spam's in trouble because they went a little too, like, hipster. Everyone started liking Spam as a
Right.
joke. It got too
Like
meta.
a spam museum.
Um,
Of all of the fashion collabs, the one I like the most is the Priority Mail shoes. Like, those can be a gag, or with, like, a right outfit, those could, like, look cool.
what's the Postal Service doing making these?
You could say that for a lot of these companies,
Well,
no?
it's a government company.
Right. Sales. Do you know who the collab is officially
Vans.
with? You love
Vans?
Vans.
I don't like Vans.
You're Cali, bro.
Uncomfortable shoe to be delivering mail in.
This is one of like 4 SKUs.
Wow, they really went in, huh?
I'm going in.
These are the other SKUs.
Top right's a decent shoe. I mean, bottom right just kind of looks like a normal shoe.
Yeah.
Of all the fashion collabs, that's my one. And so I don't know if that makes it a top row. I don't know if we're fashion collab
Exempt.
anti-fashion collab, because that's the toughest thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm into that.
Okay. What are you into? We only have one top row item.
I like these two shoes over because they're like they catch your eye. Like Vans and the USPS collabing just makes me think like just be better at the mail.
Well, I think it catches your eye, and then when you zoom in, you're like, oh.
This catches your eye.
That's too much.
What is that?
What
What
is
are
that?
those?
Adidas Arizona Iced Tea.
Nah, get those out of here.
No.
Okay.
Those are bottom two. Jake taking his shirt off is brought to you by DraftKings. What's up, baseball fans?
What up?
The season may be winding down, but don't you worry. There's still plenty of time to get in on the action, and we've teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook right now. All new customers, they've got an offer for you that you can take advantage of. Bet $5, and you will get 200 in bonus bets instantly. So download the DraftKings app. Are you doing it?
I'm going to place a bet.
Right now and use promo code JJTV. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use promo code JJTV. Bet just $5 on any wager and get 200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code JJTV. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
You could put it there for now. It
Yeah.
can shuffle.
Yeah, we'll shuffle those around. And then what's the other one? Top.
This
Yeah.
Dolce & Gabbana and Smeg, which is like the largest appliance brand, but they did a bunch of kitchenware, Dolce & Gabbana.
I heard the words Dolce & Gabbana a lot in my life. I don't know what that really is. Just
Luxury brand.
Luxury brand.
purses and jewelry or
Matt,
Clothes, yeah.
can I ask you to make that bigger? And this is just something about me. And Jim, you've seen this over the years. I'll often just buy pretty drinks, and that's all I see there. I think that's beautiful.
Oh, I think it's ugly.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
too much going on.
I have traditional bad taste, but it's where I'm at. Okay, Maddie.
Smeg. Yeah, no, I'm not into any of this at all.
Obviously not.
It's like a car. It's
You're
like,
the most basic person in the world.
well,
Give me a
it's
toaster
just like
that looks like a toaster.
it's just not a cool design. It's not pleasing to look at for me. There's too much going on.
That's where I disagree.
Also, what is it?
That's
It's like a tea pourer, like a kettle.
teapot, yeah.
What's the Supreme one?
And MetroCard.
I mean, that's almost branding. Again.
Yeah, I don't even know. Is that?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like it's just a straight sponsorship.
Yeah, that's fair. But to see those two companies talk.
Right. It's a little bit of the Travis Scott.
Yeah, it is. If you want to delete, that's okay because the product didn't change. But, I mean, Dolce & Gabbana, this product didn't change. They just put the Dolce & Gabbana on it. Like, these are the same.
Yeah. Well, I think that design is the Dolce and
Yeah.
Dolce.
Well, this
Gabbana
is the
design.
Supreme design.
You're right. Supreme does like the basic shit. Like that was their whole thing. Like their whole logo is just like the word. So something tickles my brain of like, that's a funny, smart move by them. You're just in so many people's hands in the city.
Yeah.
But it's also a little bit like, well, nothing really happened here.
Right. Like in my head, the Dolce Gabbana collab, like
That's a
they
real
have
collab.
changed their product.
Yes, yeah. There's a line that are all that. Supreme is just they sponsored the card, which I think other companies have
That's
sponsored.
the Travis Scott Reese's for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brain doesn't see those differently.
Yeah. I think it's a smart move by Supreme. Smart move by Travis Scott too. What's the other the yellow nail
This
polish?
is Velveeta and nail polish brand.
Oh, cheese and nail polish?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
And then the only other one we haven't talked about is this. Microsoft and Oreo made a snack break box with Oreo thins and this thing to hold your cookies when you dip them.
Oh my, bottom row.
Bottom row.
All of that sucks.
Every word you said was worse than the last.
I know.
I think they're hitting the right
I'm moving
demographic of like fucking computer nerds that don't want to
It's a
eat
nightmare.
real Oreos nor touch them with their fingers.
I don't know.
Don't get caught dead holding an Oreo with tongs.
I don't know if you're going to like this. I mean, when we see the board,
Imagine I die and they in my casket I'm holding Oreos with tongs. I'd still be upset.
we're constantly evaluating. The DHL shirt has grown on me a little bit.
It doesn't belong with the rest
No.
that we've that are down
Like
there.
it should kind of be next to the chunky dunky shoes right now.
Yeah, well, just pop it up.
Slack moves back down.
You have more affinity to the Slack shoes.
Slack are like the UPS to me. Like someone could be wearing those and I'd be like, oh, cool shoes.
You have Slack and UPS or Priority as the same shoes.
Well, like they're both shoes that I think you're saying are just still stylish. Like you could just wear them.
The Slack shoes are hideous and should not be worn at any moment.
They're just regular ass shoes with a little logo on, like that color and white. You can pull up Nike shoes that look like that. All they did is put the Slack on the heel.
One of the worst things I've seen on any of these boards are the Slack shoes. And I like Slack too.
Isn't that just a very basic shoe?
I find the whole shoe hideous.
I feel like I could go to Nike right now and type running shoe, and they all look like that.
Different people's brains see different things. That's kind of how the whole world works.
Let's get these 6 on there.
Dunkin's growing on me a little bit, but not like a lot. Just
like by
because
default, it feels like they've had an easy
did
strength
they
of
sell
schedule.
those at Dunkin'? Or like I don't.
It's a good question. Like, do you get it as like
Because
a
also
giveaway?
Also because the beach town I go to, Dunkin' is the only coffee shop in town. So like it's like it takes over the town. So that's maybe polluting because it's not like amazing.
Can I tell you something? I don't mind the Velveeta nail polish.
No, like dripping cheese off your fingertips.
If there's a good place to be quirky, it's fingernails. It's like a one-time, like you go to a brewery or something. Like, you could wear it as a spoof, a goof, or like it can be half fashionable.
I think it's fun too.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It can't ruin anyone's day like the Slack shoes can.
Limited edition spike ball kit includes a signature spike ball net, 2 game balls in Dunkin's iconic pink and orange flavors. Fans can score the kit exclusively at spikeball.com/Dunkin' starting today, July 20th. It's a little late for a summer special.
Is it a giveaway?
For $125.
Oh.
Limited edition collaboration is available for limited time while supplies last, so fans should act. So they knew what they were doing.
What
And-
does Spike Ball cost normal?
It's probably close to that.
Yeah, it's probably
That's fine. But
Like,
if it's more than
knockoff spike ball is probably half of that.
yeah.
Slammo.
Spike ball with the balls is $70, or $99 if it's an official kit. So I don't know which kind of kit they're selling there.
Charging more for the Nike Slam ball. I don't love
Duncan.
Duncan Slam.
But it is limited, so if you're like a collector dude, they're going after you. It's Duncan's way to get into summer. I feel like Duncan's always trying to own summer because coffee's thinking as a hot drink
Right.
in the winter. But they like the
Iced
culottes
coffee's
and the
taken
iced
over,
coffees. Yeah.
I'm very indifferent about the Spam. The Flanders thing, I'm going back and forth on.
I almost need to. It's not for me at all in any way.
Right.
And I don't want to make
I'm-
Simpsons fans upset. I just like,
I guess for me, I think it's funny that a proud Simpsons fan could wear those and be like, I got my Flanders shoes on.
Is it just cosplay?
But then I think you could look at anyone else and just be like, oh, you wear those shoes, I guess.
And they're ugly on their own, in my
ugly
opinion.
shoes. Ugly shoes. I see New Hampshire when I see those shoes.
But I think it's a good collab by Adidas because the Simpsons fandom is so good. But is Ned Flanders the guy you're going to want to dress like? Like it just feels like a
It's
Halloween.
very- it's
$120.
It's very spammy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're expensive. I don't know. I don't want to insult Simpsons fans, but it doesn't do much
I
for me.
think you
But
can
why?
say your thoughts about it without insulting.
It doesn't do
Simpsons
much for me,
fans.
but it wouldn't. They're not trying to have
Right.
excite me. So if I'm voting, I'm just putting it bottom 2 rows and then finding out where it sorts based on its company.
It's probably a bottom 2.
perfect. This Duncan, based on your convos, feels like
Put it up.
it's here.
Let's see where it.
I'm starting to like KFC and Crayola like more.
I like KFC and Crayola a lot.
Yeah, they should be top row.
I-
Like just
I-
because they make so much sense shouldn't like harm them. They still did it.
Thank
There's
you.
probably other ones that make a lot of sense.
Okay. The Spam I'm completely indifferent on. Like Spam and camouflage are two things I don't really fuck with.
Yeah, well, I also I appreciate them going after the Simpsons fandom, which is a diehard fandom, and Grateful Dead's fandom, which is diehard fandom. Like Spam is a joke fandom, so it's
Right.
kind of just making a joke jacket. I don't think you're winning a huge group over.
And I think it's expensive.
Type luxury next to it, yeah.
I don't know if it's. I forget the name, so forget about it.
I have an idea that I want to do, but it might fuck everything up too much.
That was still fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Did not work.
All right. I assume you're trying to paste them.
Yeah.
Let me try. Are you trying to get all the shoes?
Yeah, I almost want to like make just a shoe row, or sort them out amongst themselves and then disperse them, because we have a lot that we need to put in order here.
Mm.
You want me to do it?
I mean, why do I have to
I don't
install them?
know.
I tried it already and it didn't work. So if I'm guessing, Jake, your order.
Yeah, this is my order with the priority up there.
That's your order.
No, I do hate the other ones more than the Slack shoes. So
These are the
good,
worst.
good for Adidas.
What are these? Where's the company again?
Adidas and Arizona Iced Tea. Those might be Adidas and Slack. I forget the shoe company.
Only because these are ugly. And
No,
I don't consider these ugly.
I think it's Cole Haan and Slack.
But these get too meta for me at times.
Right.
Depends who's wearing them.
We did that with those and the Crocs. Like I think.
But Grateful Dead is Crocs is like.
Well,
that
you
is
just
a
you have
combo.
them landing in the right person's feet. I mean,
Yeah.
they could also land on the wrong person's feet. Like you.
I
could say
don't
that
know,
for any
dude.
of these.
I see Tech Dan wearing those,
Right.
and I think it's awesome.
I think I could name other people that you could wear them and you wouldn't think it's awesome, but I don't want to put.
But like, are
on
they
the
Grateful
interstate.
Dead fans? Every
I think
Grateful Dead
some.
fan, I can see wearing those when they're like in their like Grateful Dead mood. It's just such a good collaboration.
I mean, I like them.
Yeah.
I like them. I'm not a Crocs guy, but.
Well, and we have them second anyway. I'm not a Crocs guy either, nor Grateful Dead. But this Box of Rain though, good song. These two, because this could go south.
You can't compare those to me. I will turn off my brain.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
all right.
Jimmy you there a little bit.
I think
It's
if I
a
see
no-fly
if I see these in public, I think I'm out on the person. If I see these, I don't even know they're anything weird. Like
Slack shoes are giving
wore,
up on life.
I think I wore these shoes for a long time in my life.
You wore other shoes that were running shoes, yes, but not the Slack shoes.
Well, I mean, no Slack logo, but I just wore like white Nike running shoes. I think I wore for a while. Like I don't know. I don't see anything bad there. They have a bunch of colors.
The Slack colors.
I like Slack's colors. Maybe that's why.
It's the biggest giving up on life shoe I've ever seen.
Crocs might be, or maybe you're advancing your life. Starting to take care of yourself. Oh, look, I've clicked on these before.
So we made a shoe board.
That's so funny, dude. The pair I found that I was going to be like, so like these, I have clicked on before because I think I bought them.
Yeah, those are very different than the Slack shoes.
How? They just have colored
They're
heel.
not with Slack.
So the only part you don't like is the Slack logo.
The Slack. And I actually don't like the color, like how it goes, it crescendos in the heel a little bit. I don't like that. But
Well, all
no,
shoes
the
do that.
concept
All
of
shoes do
Slack
that.
is a nightmare to me.
So you just don't like
To
Slack.
pair your shoes with, I love Slack. To pair your shoes with Slack is disgusting.
Okay.
I don't know how I can.
I don't fully get it, but okay.
That's why we do these, man.
All right. I don't know necessarily what to do with this slide.
Right.
I will
Yeah.
move this to this, and this landed here on that slide.
Yeah, I'll let Jake do the shoe order, I guess. I'll search for a
We
win.
do the whole thing as a team.
Those do nothing for me.
Okay. I mean, I can move Grateful Dead ahead of them.
Yeah, that's
I think,
what
I think it's getting. It's You're very much viewing that through the happy scope, and not thinking of maybe some other sides of it. But the happy, their best is good.
like
The people that are truly leaning into that and doing it right is a beautiful thing.
Deadheads dress for comfort.
Correct. But that's where I guess for the Ben and Jerry's shoes, like the people that really love Ben and Jerry's, like not just you and me, hi, having ice cream. Like the people that live for Ben and Jerry's are living for those shoes.
If they were extremely limited, I was going to love it. And they're
Right.
somewhat limited, so I did like it. If they were trying to blast that everywhere, I wouldn't be into it.
Can't do that.
I'd slide KFC Crayola to soup, KFC Crayola, and then
If you had to go KFC Crayola, gun to your head, are you going KFC?
KFC.
Okay.
It's funny. It's like it makes sense, but it's a funny visual
Right.
where the crayon like makes sense and it makes sense. Like if you were to see someone do
Like
it.
it's almost a good,
Yeah, it's like a really good
like a
yeah.
basic business practice.
Yeah, there's no like ha ha to it. You see someone eating.
Then let's jump the crayons with the nails, because at least that has a little bit of.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of pizzazz.
And like,
to
if
it.
it's the cheese-colored yellow, that's cool. I like that. And then the Crocs are bumping up for me. But
Above these two?
yeah, I don't know if they deserve to be top row, but there's a spot there. Well, we don't have to.
Yeah.
We'll do top 4.
Yeah, it's a top 4.
Our bottom row is good.
Dude, the fact they did that as an April Fool's.
Yeah, but it did get Maddie.
Make it smaller again, Maddie.
Maddie became a fool.
Thank you.
The Oreo Thins Microsoft need to be next to it?
Mm-hmm.
That's second worst. It's so bad. And I think Mayo and Juicy is third for me, third worst. Those shoes are pretty ugly, but they don't
I'm
upset
okay
me
with
as
it.
a pair.
I'm okay with it. I did like how limited the Mayo pants combo was. Like, there was like a 3-day period to buy it.
No, I think that
it
was
was-
just pre-sale. I think they're still going.
I think it was basically, they were basically saying this is a goof.
I don't think it's limited. You see, I think it was just like a 3-day pre-sale, which is crazy. And then it was just available forever.
Right, because it was probably a limited amount, so they did pre-sale and then sell whatever's left.
Yeah, the full launch on November 4th.
Does it say smooth on the butt?
Yeah, Mayo Couture. Yeah, it was it was limited. It was like a year.
That's like a silly Christmas gift for your wife.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I would be the fucking rudest gift I think I could ever get her my wife.
Wow.
It's like buying her a scale.
Don't think she has a smooth butt.
It's just like, here's a fat inspired outfit to show off your gross body. Like mayo, a body
Edit
that
that
eats
out.
mayo a lot is gross. And then to put it in those sweatpants is like an upsetting visual.
They're comfy clothes. It's a joke. It's a gag.
Those clothes are meant to show off your nice butt. And if you're just down in mayo, it's a pretty upsetting combo.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have to cut that whole part.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah,
turned the
no,
mic
I
off.
remember
It's
now.
like, I don't know. It's like mayo and yoga pants getting the better. It's like, I don't know the sentence. In a nice place.
Well, what do you see, Hank?
There's just like an indifference section of like the Ned Flanders and the Spam. It's just kind of like, whatever. You don't upset me, but you don't entice me. Same with DHL. DHL is kind of up in the funny meter on me. Like, why did that happen? Who wants to wear that shirt?
High end.
You just look like an employee.
That's where I'm almost willing to move Spam down because, like, the Flanders shoe can go unnoticed.
Yeah.
The Spam shirt wants to be seen so bad.
Yeah. But good for Spam?
But, like,
that, like, brands want to work with them?
Like, there is a happy Simpsons fan on the train wearing those shoes.
Yeah.
And they're liking that nobody knows.
I like that.
Got my Flanders shoes
Yeah, you
on
just,
today.
yes, you just won me over.
Like, Spam's trying to be something.
Yeah. But with our bottom row is pretty packed.
Well, I'll
Smooth
fix
down
that.
there.
Yeah. You just got fooled.
Man, that Oreos Thins thing, that was distasteful.
They're so lucky there's an April Fool's thing going on because that is the most pathetic combination of things going. The Dolce & Gabbana doesn't do much for me, but I don't care. Like, I would move it to the right of the Dunkin' and the Priority Mail.
Okay.
I like what Duncan was trying to do, like getting into summer.
Yeah, I guess for me, like, rolling up playing spike ball with the Duncan spike ball set, I think everyone's like, okay. Like, I think there's some people that would really like that Schmeg. What was it? Schmeg Dolce Gabbana combo. Like, I think someone can have genuine happiness with that, where someone's rolling up with the Duncan spike ball kind of like, eh.
That's why I almost wanted.
But
I
if
wa-
I use this picture, I
Right.
think we're having a completely different conversation.
Well, that's gross.
I mean, that's intense. That's,
Yeah.
you have to do your whole kitchen and, like, be in
Exactly.
magazines.
I think that's where this can
Well,
live here regardless.
You know what? The Duncan for me was going to win me over if they were selling them at Duncan. But you have to buy it online,
And they juice the price.
and they juice the price. So, like, if it was a grab and go, like, I'm getting my colada in the morning, and
Right.
we're in the beach town.
And
Hey,
let's play some spike.
why don't I just get this? This is convenient. But the fact that you have to want it and pay more for it, now it's dropped. It's down. I'm out.
Wow.
If Duncan was offering in Duncan sets in beach towns, I think I like it more.
Like, I'd rather have the Ben & Jerry's shoes than the Duncan spike set.
I wouldn't, but I don't. I think they're pretty similar.
It's okay.
If you're proud of either, it's like, I could use a spike ball set functionally still. I would never, ever. wear 'em.
Functionally, you could use the spike ball set. The shoes, I think, again, a proud Ben & There's not a proud Duncan person who's like, Duncan spike ball.
I think there is.
I think there's a lot of Ben & Jerry's people. They're like, I got the Ben & Jerry's
I think there's
Nikes.
a lot of proud Duncan people.
I mean, you're talking to one. Just didn't hit a chord for me.
Okay.
And I like spike ball, too. I guess that's
Yeah.
why. Two
Yeah.
things I like, and it's not doing anything for me.
Yeah, for me, if you were like, hey, I only got a couple pair of shoes, do you want to wear these? I'd be like, nah. But if you were like, hey, I got this Duncan spike balls, it wouldn't stop me from playing spike ball. I'd just be like, yeah, it's custom set.
You traveling without your shoes a lot?
Show up places a lot where I don't have like the right footwear.
Sure.
Sometimes I just wear like sandals to the beach, and then I don't, and then they want to go do something else.
Right.
I do that a lot. Mostly sports where you got time tight. Go play pickleball at the beach. I had to wear my dad's shoes.
Mm.
Handed me the Ben & Jerry's shoes. I'd be like, come on.
Yeah, you laugh at your dad.
Come on. Yeah,
Little chuckle out
I
of
wouldn't
you.
want to wear them.
Chuckle.
DHL shirt, you just look like an employee. So to pay so much money for that is very odd. That is not a brand. Like, what's going on there? It's
know.
not even like a spam or a baloney situation where it's like funny. It's just like, what?
But it's kind of giving like Euro nightclub vibes. Like you can spin it.
Who'd they collab with? But it just looks like an employee shirt. At least the post office shoes look cool.
Vitamins.
Excuse me?
DHL Vitamins? Oh, no. They have a whole section.
Yeah, this was the best looking shirt. There's other ones.
There's one that looks like you work at 7-Eleven. This one's all right. But still, I don't
Sure.
understand the appeal of it.
But you could also buy that shirt for $5 on Amazon.
Right.
Just DHL shirt.
Yeah.
If you're gouging someone willing to pay that.
$250. It was a huge success. It sold out. Celebrities were wearing it. The website got taken down.
What a world.
That's crazy. Good for them. I think we're good then, right? I think this is fine. There's little tweaks here and there, but nothing like row
Always
wise.
is, you know?
What's that?
There always is, you know? Yeah. Okay.
I'm Googling one more thing.
He's going to Google one more thing.
The Slack shoes.
Oh,
What was
no.
their goal?
Trigger.
And what brand did they partner with?
Cole
Haan.
Haan.
Why Cole Haan partnered with Slack to make a pandemic-era shoe?
Nobody wore shoes.
So it was like to wear shoes at home where you don't wear shoes?
Anybody that used Slack during 2020 was working from home and not wearing shoes.
Yeah, I think that was what they were going for. Like, these are like lightweight in-your-house shoes, but that doesn't make sense.
The people wearing the Slack shoes are some of the worst people.
I do think it's so funny to get a pair in the office, and it's
Slacker of the month.
that's so funny.
Jesus Christ, they were expensive.
Cole
The
Haan.
men's sizing label evokes the stereotype of the Allbirds wearing tech bro worker living in San Francisco. While the company clarifies that while the shoe is in U.S. men's shoe size, the sizing will be communicated as unisex style. What? You've got a footwear brand people are passionate about and a software platform people are passionate about. Oh, dude, I don't know what this is.
Been trying to tell you.
Well, visually, I don't mind the shoe, but like I don't
That's
understand
Jess's
the
favorite
collab.
color. I like the color. Everything it represents is awful.
Not if you win the shoes because you're slacker of the month.
I have it as the worst slacker of the month has to wear those.
No, I'm wearing
It's
around
a
their neck.
punishment. Yeah. Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah.
And it's Joe's.
Yeah, I don't really get it. It's a weird
I still
collab.
think it's in a good spot. I mean, I think the Arizona Iced Tea Adidas got screwed a little down.
Well,
there,
their
but-
design sucks.
It's
I know it sucks,
it's the
but
worst
it's the
design on the
it's the
board.
can.
And Iced Tea, like Arizona Iced Tea has fans. Like they could have won over. They just
Less
needed
flowers.
Yeah, less.
Yeah.
Swap the designs, and I think you're in those two swap.
Why are there so many flowers?
I don't know.
The can doesn't even have that, right?
No.
It's just like one
Yeah.
strand.
I think a sneaky big win for the nail polish and the cheese.
It's the perfect product to do something like this.
Arizona Iced Tea doesn't even have flowers.
Bathing soup just won so easily.
Yeah, we didn't even discuss it.
No
why
need.
would
No
you need to
need.
discuss
No need.
that? Bathing soup.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, like their flower pattern looks good on a hoodie.
Yeah. But even that looks a little less intense.
Yeah, they did. They just fucked up.
I was thinking of getting some Oreo Thins, and we can eat them with this little prongs they gave
That
us.
way you don't get your keyboard dusty, and they're thin, so they're more healthy.
Send your rankings to Maddie. We'll see you guys later.